It's currently 10:47 on March 11th. Wednesday. Oh, this is probably the latest I've ever recorded one of these. Holy. Okay. But fell asleep like 2 hours ago and took a nap and then woke up realizing, oh, I gotta do this. So here we are. But the with the coming out of chapter, what was it, 231 of Chainsaw Man, I'm pretty sure. Holy, I am in distraught. If this is truly the last, or if next chapter is truly the last chapter, I'm going to be so angry and so sad. But on that hand, I think I want this video to be about how everything comes to an end. Grief is what really makes us miss these things. Grief, really, grief can be about anything, but the memories that we have in missing things that come to an end, it's just such like a human aspect, and I don't know if that comes with our intelligence. I don't know if it comes with just like it's just a concept that we've developed to for an evolutionary trait. I don't know, but we always love to fear things coming to an end. We love to fear, um, um I guess you could say we fear a movie coming to an end. The biggest thing was we fear our lives coming to an end. We fear other people's lives coming to an end. And I just don't. It's so like just insane that we have a capacity to like analyze a situation, and realize that, oh, down the road this thing is not gonna be here anymore. Like, we're not going to be here. My friends aren't going to be here. But things coming to an end isn't a bad thing. Our lives coming to an end isn't a bad thing. Our favorite show coming to an end isn't a bad thing. Our, universe coming to an end, it's not a bad thing. And I think we've really demonized this topic of ending. you know we've kind of just grown fearful of it, but rather than accepting it. Of course, you're going to be fearful of death, but you know people don't really see it as a beautiful thing like it really is. To For something to end, something has to exist. For us, for our lives to end, we have to live a life. For a movie to end, we have to watch it. And we really overlook the just like the idea that we have watched this, we have done this, we have whatever. We really overlook it and we take it for granted because where's all that stuff that just happened? Why are we so scared of the end? It kind of takes over our mind into making us realize, into making us like not be grateful for what we just experienced. And I don't know if this is really just what's taught in society, what is fear-mongered or whatever, but we have really lost the idea that, things coming to an end does not mean it's bad. Friendships coming to an end, I'm going through that right now. But I'm not out here, being all crazy about it, being whatever. I'm accepting it because I know that people change. I know that I've changed. I know that they've changed. I know, there's change, and the situation itself is change. But I'm not scared or, regretful or angry that it's ending. I'm just accepting it. I love the fact that I've had this great friendship. I love the fact that, I got to meet this person. I love the fact that everything. Are they taking it that way? Probably not. But, you know, topic for not here. But we've really seemed to forget that for something to end, we have to experience it, and that experience is something that should be cherished. That should be the most important part. We shouldn't be fearing a person's death throughout their entire lives whenever you're living with them right now. Go live with that person. You never know how much time they have left. So why fear about how much time they have left and not make the most of it? We've really, really not explained that to the generations. I mean, I don't even think our older generations know about it. Like we get so caught up in, the weird reality we have, the weird societal boundaries that we have. We get so caught up and so just focused on it that we forget that we are currently living the moment. There's no point in fearing, you know, an inevitable thing. Why fear it? It's already going to happen. There's no point in fearing, maybe even not an inevitable thing. Inevitable thing. I don't know, just something that, maybe that's not bound to happen. Like, we still fear it. Fearing it is not the problem, though. It's whenever it completely takes over. That is what happens to most people. It's good to be scared and be wary of your future, but whenever it takes over your mind, that's whenever we start falling apart, and that's whenever we start not being grateful for the time we have, and that causes us to have regrets later on in the future. It causes us to be angry about what we did, to be sad about what we did, to be regretful. It makes us this way for the future. So just live life in the moment. But yeah, I think that's my spiel for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Mulu. Peace.